Hey friends, Dr. Wilson Triviño here at the Innovation Center. Today I want to talk about an exhibit that currently is at the High Museum of Art in our fair city here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's probably one of those exhibits that you'll be able to only see once in a lifetime. It comes from the Duncan and Marjorie collection in Washington, D.C. Duncan Phillips was a grandson of a Pittsburgh industrialist, and in 1921 is credited to creating the first modern museum. What he did was he went around and befriended a lot of artists of his time that were creating the modern movement, and he bought several of their pieces. He also wanted to create an environment that he displayed it that were not as bougie, as high cotton as museums. So they were kind of in a living room type format. So you would come in, you would enjoy them. He would also have salons where people would come together and talk about these pieces, and really created these artworks to be inviting so that people could enjoy them and really learn from them. What has happened now is the Phillips collection is traveling. There is a museum in Washington, D.C., so it's the first time in 25 years that 75 of these works, titled the European Masterpieces, have traveled outside of Washington throughout the country, and now they are at the High Museum. What these pieces represent are very important because they also have eras of the Romanticism, of realism, and of course modern artists. This is very important because it allows us to see all these individuals together and have them kind of have a conversation between each other. This exhibit, which runs through July, also has a companion, art catalog. This art catalog was, of course, created before this exhibit took place, but what it does, it captures not only the 75 ones that are on display, but also other pieces that are within the Phillips collection in Washington, D.C. What I liked about this catalog, what I like about art catalogs in general, it allows you to, once you go and walk through the exhibit, and this is certainly something that you want to do multiple times, to kind of go more in depth to understand the background and the history. What this has a lot of stories about how they came to have ownership of these pieces, the relationship with the different artists, and also in the history. How do they fit in context of the history of modern art and modernism? So it's a great exhibit, perfect for date night, perfect to go out and just have a reflective day, because remember, there's two things that we have in our society. One was music, which is the beat, the first thing that comes to life when we are born is our heart, and the last thing when our heart stops. The next thing is our spirit, and our spirit is really our creativity of who we are, and art really represents that creativity, that spirit that connects all of us, that makes the whole unexamined life examinable. How is it that we're able to express ourselves? How is it that we're able to tell stories? How is it that we're able to be the people we are? So check out this interesting exhibit, the great Masterworks, European Masterworks, the collection, the Phillips collection at the High Museum of Art. You won't be disappointed, and you'll definitely learn a lot about these people that you're able to see, because you'll have a chance to see a Monet, a Degas, a Cézanne, a Van Gogh, a Matisse, and a Picasso, to name a few, and have an intimate experience with them. So come check it out. The way they've laid it out is perfect because it allows you to kind of go from piece to piece and have that experience up close and personal. A lot of times you go to one museum and you only see one of these, but now you're able to catch 75 of the most popular and well-known artists of history. So check it out, the Masterpiece collection, the Phillips collection at the High Museum through July. You'll definitely won't be disappointed, and you'll be able to say, I saw them when. So check it out.